Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, man shot by police in Manchester. Victim's relative says political standoff triggered the incident. A man was shot and injured by the police during an alleged confrontation in Fengrass, northeast Manchester on Saturday, following a reported standoff between supporters of the two main political parties over the placing of flags. Police said shortly after 3 p.m. a team was called to the area where the man was reportedly in another confrontation with another man. Police said the man allegedly brandished what appeared to be a gun and was shot in the upper body. Further checks revealed that it was a wooden imitation gun. He was taken to hospital where he has been admitted. Police said his injuries are not considered to be life-threatening. However, a relative of the injured man is challenging the police's version of events and has said the issue stemmed from the man not wanting orange flags placed on a private post.
Morning, we're out here and we see some PMP man come and they put up some flags. And we say, don't put none out of the gate. And they start act up and whatever. So then they call Mr. Wint. And Mr. Wint come. Mr. Wint say, okay, no, don't put none out here. Go further. So then go and we are Mr. Wint still there having a conversation. And after that, they gone. After that, PMP youth them come back. Take out the leader and start again. And my brother said, no, really come back here if you make problem. And they start looking at them bag. So my brother run go to house and come back. And by the time he come back, we see them on their phone. And when time we look, we see the police drive in. After the police drive in, and then they don't ask my brother no question, and just go right up to him and shot him. Then the police hold M16 and my son hold up in hand and say, you don't have nothing. Meantime, the police do that thing, they don't now pay attention. Drape me other son who work at NSWNA, that is Leon Tyndale, box him, pulling gun on him, and when me I go towards him, he said, if he step back, so me lucky say I out here, so.
She accused the police of being corrupt because police not supposed to be there a shot man, and him as a licensed firearm holder here a draw gun on people. Something is wrong, she said. When contacted, MP aspirant for Manchester North East, the PNP's Valentin Valwint, confirmed that he spoke with residents and instructed supporters not to place flags at the location, which is at the center of the contention. I told my guys not to put any there if the residents don't want it, so they left. After they left, I said to the resident there, if you don't want the flag there, you can take it down. A flag doesn't really mean much to me. And they said to me, no, Mr. Wint, we want to have your flag there too on the other side. And I left, Wint said. I heard there was an incident there, but it wasn't related to what I did in the morning. I spoke to the police and they said that there was a confrontation and a resident was shot. I am really sorry to hear, he added. Wint condemned the acts of political violence. We have to be very careful now and responsible, because if we dub it political, then it's going to escalate into political violence. So myself and Miss Audrey Marks just had a conversation a while ago, and we said it is a police matter, let the police deal with it, he said. As it relates to talking to our persons about not removing anybody's things, and if somebody say don't put it there, leave it at that. We agreed on that, he added. We don't need violence in Northeast Manchester. It doesn't help us one way or the other. We don't want our people to be attacking each other, because that would be total foolishness, said Wint. Marks, who is the Jamaica Labour Party's aspirant in the constituency, confirmed that she spoke to Wint and claimed that the police shooting and the political standoff over the placing of flags were unrelated. The initial call that I got gave the impression that it was a political matter between the two political sides over flags, but on that basis, I called Mr. Wint to say that we are aware of the situation and we agree that we will do everything in our power to de-escalate any political tension among our supporters, Marks said. I called to get the police report and I realized that there is no link between the two incidents of the shooting and the scuffle that might have happened earlier between political supporters of where to place the signs and the flags. The two are unrelated, Marks claimed. Teen boys among 4 arrested in Manchester Predial larceny bust. 2 boys, ages 16 and 17, are among 4 people arrested by the police during Predial larceny operations, where 3 stolen cows were recovered in Mile Gully, Manchester on Friday. Sergeant Alicia Rose, Constabulary Communications Network liaison for Manchester, said the police apprehended another man in a subsequent operation. A person of interest believed to be the ringleader behind several cases of Predial larceny in the area is on the run. The Cottage Police, acting on information, went to a property located along the Greenhill Main Road in Mile Gully, Manchester, where a white GMC truck was seen laden with cows stolen from the same property, she said in an audio release from the leadership of the Manchester Police on Saturday. 3 suspects, including 2 children, all of Clarendon addresses, were arrested. Subsequently, acting upon further information, the police went to another location where a 4th person was. A 5th man, known to the police as Devontae Clark of Octombedy District in Manchester, eluded the police, she added. She said Clark recently absconded bail. Clark is a person of interest in several cases of Predial larceny being investigated by police officers at the Cottage Police Station. He is also an accused before the Manchester Parish Court and has since absconded bail, and a bench warrant has been issued for his arrest, said Rose. There have been numerous reports of Predial larceny in the Mile Gully area in recent months, with the police promising to clamp down on the perpetrators. The farmers in the Mile Gully area are being plagued by Predial thieves for the past few months. As late as June, at least 7 cows were slaughtered, their meat taken, and their carcasses left on the scene by these Predial thieves, said Rose. I want to use this opportunity to commend the farmers and the community members for their vigilance and their cooperation. I want to urge them to continue to partner with us, the local police, to rid the area and by extension Manchester of these Predial thieves, as the police cannot do it by themselves, she added. Security guard held after cops seize illegal firearm. Detectives assigned to the St. Andrews South Police Division have charged 32-year-old Dwayne McPherson, a security guard of Snapper Pathway, Seaview Gardens, Kingston 11, with possession of a prohibited weapon and possession of unauthorized ammunition, 2 counts, following an incident along Hagley Park Road in the parish on Friday, July 4. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that at about 10:50 p.m., a police team acting on information was sent to the mentioned location where McPherson was seen, accosted and searched. Police in a release said that a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine affixed, loaded with 16 9mm rounds, was found in his waistband during the search. Law officials said a further check was carried out, and 2 additional 9mm cartridges were found under a refrigerator in the room of the accused. McPherson was taken into custody, where he was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Over 800 tips sent to Crime Stop in 2024. In 2024, Crime Stop Jamaica received 867 tips, resulting in $7.5 million in rewards, $6.3 million of which was paid under Rewards for Guns campaign. This is contained in the Planning Institute of Jamaica 2024 Economic and Social Survey, which was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, July 1. The report further notes that law enforcement operations resulted in the seizure of 53 illegal guns and 1,395 rounds of ammunition. The initiative also resulted in the arrest of 55 persons, 21 of whom were arrested for possession of illegal firearms and ammunition, and 4 persons arrested for murder. Additionally, $19.2 million worth of stolen or illegal property was recovered, and $1.2 million worth of narcotics seized, the document states. Meanwhile, a total of 13,102 persons were arrested and charged by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, reflecting a 3.8% increase compared to 12,627 in the previous year. Of the 2,529 arrests for Category 1 crimes, individuals aged 25 to 29 accounted for the largest share, 19.3%. Of the 5,129 persons reported as victims of major crimes, 3,542, or 69.1%, were male. Category 1 crimes are those considered serious and are oftentimes coupled with acts of violence. They include murder, shooting, rape, aggravated assault, robbery, break-ins, and larceny. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.